Okie dokie, folks. Welcome. Happy Tuesday, I believe. So our agenda for today, just a couple of announcements, and then you're gonna go through, and we're gonna do a quick lab on popcorn. So, just another review about some things that are going on this week. Yesterday, you took notes on the heat transfer. If you weren't here for those or you need more information about them, you can look on Schoology for those links. You turned in your specific heat lab yesterday. Today you're doing a mini popcorn lab and you'll be reviewing for your exam, which is on block day. So if you are a Wednesday block day person, your exam is tomorrow. If you're a Thursday block day person, your exam is Thursday. There is a test review guide on pages 29 through 30 that you'll have a little bit of time to work on, hopefully in class today. But if not, definitely work on this at home before you come in for your exam on block day. There is also a key posted to this review guide on Schoology. Okay, if you don't mind getting out your popcorn lab that is in your workbook, it is on page 25. So we're going to use this popcorn lab to review our three different types of heat transfer: conduction, convection, and radiation. Now, as much as I wish I could feed you actually popcorn in class, it's something that we're not able to do this year. But we're going to look at three different types of ways that popcorn is cooked: through an air popper, a Jiffy Pop, and microwave popcorn, to determine which method each of these uses to heat the popcorn, either conduction, convection, or radiation. So you'll notice that there's three spots for you on your lab. As we go through and look at each one of these, you're going to identify which process is used of heat transfer to make the popcorn kernels pop. And you're going to explain in detail the process responsible for making that pop. So the first one will be our air popper here. And when I say in detail, I want you to talk about heat transfer, and I want you to talk about the air molecules and how that heat transfer is actually happening related to the specific type that you're identifying. So just be cautious that I'm looking for some details in these answers. All right, so an air popper, if you've never seen one of these, this is what it looks like.
Make a healthy treat with the Presto Pop Light Hot Air Corn Popper. It pops with hot air, not oil, for a low-fat treat. Virtually no unpopped kernels. Pour a half cup of regular or gourmet popcorn.
Okay, we don't have to see everything as it does it, but you kind of see in this beginning part of this video here that it is heated specifically only with air. So if you're thinking about a gas, air being heated up, you are looking at the process of convection. So in the bottom of this, there's a fan that makes hot air. As the hot air rises, that hot air, through the process of convection, heats up the popcorn kernels. So that transfer of energy within the air molecules of the air popper is then transferred to the popcorn kernels, allowing them to heat up. And because heat rises through air in the process of convection, that push of air actually is what is pushing the popcorn out of the top of the air popper and hopefully landing in the bowl that you've placed right next to it. So if you need to pause this video or just take a moment to write down your response for the air popper, I will give you that it is convection, but you are responsible for explaining in detail how convection is responsible for making the popcorn pop using the air popper. Okay, our second method is a very old method of cooking popcorn. It is the method of Jiffy Pop. And if you've ever used one of these, it's super fun. They're also really great to take camping. This shows you how Jiffy Pop works from a 1970s commercial.
What makes watching TV as much fun as going to the movies?
Jiffy Pop popcorn! Jiffy Pop is as much fun to make as it is to eat. There's nothing to add, no mess to clean up.
It's fun to watch, too.
There it goes! And just taste that fresh, hot, delicious popcorn.
Just like at the movies.
Jiffy Pop Popcorn. It's the family treat that makes watching TV as much fun as going to the movies.
So super fun there. So what you should have noticed as they cook the popcorn there is that they are directly touching this aluminum canister that holds the popcorn kernels to a heat source. And you shake it back and forth across the heat source. And so you get a direct transfer of heat from the oven top to the aluminum, then to the popcorn kernels that are inside. So if you're talking about direct contact versus heat transfer, you're talking about the process of conduction. So there's a transfer of thermal energy through direct contact of the hot stove and then that metal Jiffy Pop container, which then transfers to the popcorn, and enough heat is what allows them to pop. So again, if you need to pause to explain in detail the process of conduction for making popcorn pop using Jiffy Pop. All right, our third option for popping popcorn is utilizing the microwave, the method that probably most of us in this room are most familiar with. So this is the process of radiation. It looks like my video is not going to work for this one, but I did have a funny clip from The Office. if you've ever known, there's a point when Dwight gets really freaked out because he thinks that he's experiencing a lot of radiation from sitting at his desk. It's just kind of one of those funny office jokes, but when you pop popcorn in the microwave, you're using radiation. So remember, there's no matter actually needed, and the microwave uses the electromagnetic wave of microwaves. Microwaves are named after their electromagnetic wave that is used. So that wave travels through, comes into contact through space using those electromagnetic microwaves, and that radiant energy is what heats up the popcorn. So last step here is explain in detail the process for making popcorn pop using the microwave popcorn. Okay, so most of this was pretty simple so far. Here's a little thing to show for fun, as a couple of you might be finishing up your answers. Okay, so you will be turning in this popcorn lab either by the end of class today or the beginning of class tomorrow. Now, the entire front page, page 25, you should have completed through the process of this video. The back side, page 26, I highly encourage you to go through. It's actually a really tremendous way to study for your exam, covering land and sea breezes, how to calculate the specific heat of popcorn, and kind of reviewing those different types of heat transfer. But I'm not actually going to require this of you for turning in this lab since I'm not here today, but it is extra credit if you would like to complete it. So if you want to go through those answers or ask your substitute any questions, please do. Okay, so for the rest of class today, you should be studying for your exam by working on your heat test review guide, which is on page 29 through 30 in your workbook. There is a key that is posted on Schoology. Also posted on Schoology in today's tab, which says Tuesday, 2/15 Popcorn Lab and Exam Review. You'll also find a link to a Kahoot if you would like to use that link to study for your exam even more so outside of class. Other than that, good luck to studying to you all, and come ready on block day prepared for your exam. Thank you.